Hi, this is Elena with Black Sheep 303 Creative, and my project today is a quick and easy Halloween card, and I'm going to show you 3 ways to add glitter to finish it off in a really quick and easy way. So to start off with, I'm creating my own Halloween background paper with this Halloween stamp set from Elizabeth Craft Designs. I'm going to be stamping some of the images in various colors of Gina K Designs ink onto 85-pound white soft finish cardstock. So the first guy is the bat, and I'm stamping him in wild lilac ink. And you can see I am running him off the sides of the paper and kind of just adding him here and there all the way around this sort of the paper just to make it visually interesting and kind of draw your eye around. Then I'm taking the little jack-o'-lantern and I'm stamping him in Tangerine Twist, which is an orange, obviously. And again, just doing the same thing, adding him here and there randomly to kind of make it visually interesting. And then I'm going to have the little, these are 2 pieces of candy. I'm going to stamp this with Lucky Clover, and I'm going to turn the stamp as I stamp it around to make it not the same everywhere and keep it, again, sort of interesting. Now, anytime I do background paper like this, I always wind up with blank spaces. So one of my great tips for this is to take your markers and add polka dots into those blank spaces. So you will see me do that here in a second. It's like a super simple way to just fill in those empty spots. So that's Boo, as you see there, with the black ink. And then this is a tiny little Halloween pail that says Trick or Treat on it that I'm stamping in Moonlit Fog, which is kind of a gray ink. So I'm keeping with the traditional Halloween-like color palette. And so here are my dots with my Spectrum Noir markers. So PL4, this is a purple. Then I'm going to take CR10, and I'm just dotting in those empty areas to fill in. And then this is IG10, which is basically black. It's a really dark gray. So super easy way to make background paper, especially if you don't have like a holiday specific background paper and you're making a holiday specific card. All right, my greeting is Hello Pumpkin from the Spooky Sentiment stamp set, also from Elizabeth Craft Designs. I'm stamping this in Gina K Black Amalgam ink, also onto some 85-pound white soft finish cardstock. And this is a little bit tricky to stamp because it's kind of solid and detailed. But they also have a die set called Labels 1 that you see here that will die cut out the sentiments in that stamp set, as well as there's a birthday sentiment stamp set that goes with that too, so kind of fun. So I have die cut it out now, and sorry if you're hearing the sirens in the background. I don't know what's going on. But here's my first glitter technique. So I have a piece of soft finish cardstock that I've put clear double-sided adhesive sheet on the top of, and I've cut it larger than the greeting because I know I want to turn this into like a border around the greeting. So I'm peeling back the backing on it to expose the adhesive, and then I'm pouring bright grape silk microfine glitter all over it, and then I'm just rubbing it down with my finger to bring out the shine in the glitter, and just tapping off the excess and rubbing it, and you can see how sparkly it is. It's really sparkly and really fun, and that took, I don't know, a minute maybe to do. Super quick. Now I've die cut out the background panel with the second largest die in the dotted scallop rectangles die set, and I'll set that aside for a second. And now I have my card base, which is an A2 size top folding black card base, and this is my second technique for adding glitter really easily. This time I'm using a 6mm clear double-sided adhesive tape, and I'm just going to add it as a border all the way around the card front. So I find it easier to do like the tape up the vertical sides first and then add the glitter, and then do tape across the horizontal sides, just because it makes doing the corners a lot easier. So I'm just trimming off the excess that's getting stuck over the sides, and then I will do the exact same thing that I did with the purple glitter, which is remove the backing and then pour the glitter all over the glue of the tape and then rub it down with my finger. Now this is basic black glitter that I'm using. This is a little bit different than that bright grape because it's not quite as shiny. I think it's a mix of matte and sparkly glitter, so it's a little more subtle than the really sparkly bright grape, and I think it's pretty cool on Halloween cards because it's almost ghost-like. You at first don't even see it until it catches the light, and so it doesn't quite stand out as much as the grape does, but it's cool. And I think it's a really, really fun effect, especially on Halloween cards. And so you can see how easy this is to do. Like, since I've got enough glitter in my coffee filter, I'm just sticking the tape right into it and then tapping off the excess and rubbing it down. And that is the nice border, glitter border, all the way around the card. And again, that probably took maybe 2 minutes to do. So for my extra components, I've die cut a pumpkin, a leaf, a stem, a vine, and the jack-o'-lantern face from this Pumpkins die set, also from Elizabeth Craft Designs. And there you can see the border that I've cut around out of that glitter piece for the Hello Pumpkin. And now I'm taking my CR10 marker and I'm just going to go over the embossed lines in this pumpkin die cut just to emphasize those embossed lines and give it a little bit of extra detail. And then I'm going to go along the bottom and add a shadow, and then I'm going to take my IG4 Spectrum Noir marker and add a shadow along the bottom just to give it a little bit of extra dimension. Now the stem I'm going to add onto the pumpkin with my Zig 2A glue pen, so that's one way to deal with these little guys. But then on my jack-o'-lantern face, I added clear double-sided adhesive sheet to the back of the black paper before I die cut these pieces out, and that turns them into stickers. And boy, was that awesome on these tiny little pieces, especially the eyes and the nose, because that would have been really hard to get glue pen on the back of. Not impossible, but I just really like that I turned those into stickers first. It makes it super easy to deal with. Now, I'm going to just assemble everything. I'm not going to talk you through that because that seems pretty obvious, but I did want to mention while I'm coloring the label here with my Spectrum Noir markers that one of the reasons that this actually works as a card is scale. So the background paper is largely small scale items. Now some are tiny scale and some are more small. And then the Hello Pumpkin greeting and then this die cut pumpkin are much larger scale than the background images on the paper. And so that's what allows those elements to stand out from the background and not seem too busy or like lose focus. Hopefully that makes sense. And that's something kind of important to consider if you're combining elements or even patterns together. What makes combining patterns work is when you change the scale. So like small, medium, and large scales work together, whereas like 3 smalls won't, because they just look all the same and they get kind of lost in each other. So hopefully that makes sense. Now I'm adding a little bit of a shadow under the pumpkin that I've popped up with some foam tape and the vine, blended that out with some IG2, it was IG4 and then IG2. And then here's my third glitter trick, Tonic Nouveau glitter drops, one of my favorites. And this is Golden Sunset, and I'm adding this to the little nail marks on the label to complete the card. And it's a really, really quick and easy card, really fast. And really fun though, I think, because of the glitter elements. The glitter really kind of ties the whole thing together. So hopefully I've inspired you today to try making a quick Halloween card using some fast and easy glitter tips, especially double-sided adhesive tape and double-sided adhesive sheets. Make that super, super easy to do. So thanks so much for watching. As always, supplies are linked in the video description and over my blog. If you liked the video, please give me a thumbs up and leave me a comment. I absolutely love getting comments. And if you have not subscribed to my channel yet, I would love it if you would do that as well. Here are 2 more projects I have done in the past with Halloween and with glitter. So please check those out. Thanks so much. Have a great day.